Hi, my name's Isaac, and this is a brand new 2022 Hyundai Kona N-Line, and today I'm going to review it for you guys. That's it. No joke or funny quip. If you're new to the channel, normally I would insert a joke or funny quip here, but I'm exhausted. I did like 3 reviews this morning before this thing, and I'm out of jokes. I know there's going to be somebody in the comment section like, well, I only watch your channel for the funny jokes. Well, I'm sorry I'm not good enough for you. Before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Brown Daub Hyundai for allowing me to review this vehicle. For all your Hyundai needs, you can visit Brown Daub right off of Hecktown Road in Easton, Pennsylvania, or at their website, browndaubhyundai.com. Starting out up front on the Kona, you'll have full LED daytime running lights that double as your turn signals, and you'll have full LED headlights down here. You'll get your N-Line badge in here, and for this 2022 mid-cycle refresh, I think they did a very good job of really modernizing the Kona and making it even more aggressive looking than it previously did. Moving underneath the hood in this Kona N-Line, this is powered by a 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, making 195 horsepower and 195 pound-feet of torque. And that is paired to a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission. Moving to the profile of this Kona N-Line, starting with the wheels and tires, you'll get 235 45R tires around these really gorgeous 18-inch wheels. I think Hyundai's design team has really particularly killed it recently with the designs of their wheels. I think that's just so unique, very cool looking. Moving up here, you'll have your N-Line badge on the fender, and then part of this N-Line, you'll get a blacked out mirror cap. There is a turn signal indicator implemented into it with blind spot monitoring, and it does have heating. This also has keyless entry, so you can tap that and it will lock the vehicle, and then you can put your hand behind the sensor and then it will unlock the vehicle. Then if we move along the rear here, this is a pretty spiffy looking little SUV, very sleek. And then moving to the back here, it says Kona, and you'll get a 1.6T all-wheel drive badge, and then you'll have dual exhaust down here. I do wish it was on was on either side, or it was quad. That would look a little sleeker, but I do appreciate the attention to detail. And then you'll get your backup camera down here, and your button to open up the lift gate here. Before we move to the interior of the Kona, I just wanted to highlight the key very quickly. This is so brand new off the truck that it's still in its tape wrapping. You'll get lock, unlock, and panic on here, and then you also do have the ability to remote start it from the key fob if you want, which is always a really cool feature. Moving to the interior of the Kona, it is very finely appointed in here. Let's start with the door panel. You'll get all your buttons for the window controls, lock, unlock, and then your mirror controls as well. This is a hard touch plastic, but it is very nicely textured, as you can see, and then you have a really cool speaker grill on there. I really like the little red accents in the climate vents too. I think that's particularly a nice touch. And then you also do get red stitching on the steering wheel. You'll have your traditional buttons on the steering wheel for volume, your channel changing, and to control the screen, which is a fully digital gauge cluster in this Kona N-Line. Always nice to see that as well. And then, if we switch our drive modes, that's also going to switch how the gauges look, which is really cool. So sport, normal, and then you can go down to smart and do that. That's really cool to see the differences in the drive mode gauge cluster, and it makes it unique to have an all digital gauge cluster. If it didn't transform in some way, it would kind of be a little pointless to have that. And then moving to the screen right here, this is really nice. So it senses that the fuel is low, so it says, should I find a nearby gas station? I don't know if this is going to do it if I hit yes, because I don't know if it needs to be paired to my phone. It does not. Look at that. That is so cool that you can just pull this up in navigation. What a unique and fun feature that this has. Of course, this screen is also equipped with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, and you have Sirius XM and the other basic features that you could get with this. So that's really nice to see as well. And navigation, of course, because it's asking where we want to go fill up for fuel. And then below that, you'll have your climate controls and your different buttons for that. And then down here, you will have a USB for, it looks like that's a USB for just specifically charging, perhaps a fast charger. a regular USB, and then the button for your Qi wireless charger, and a 12 volt. So you can actually charge your phone down here, which is nice. And then you have a really cool, I don't know if you can see this, N-line N-line shifter on there, which is really nice. And then you'll have your buttons for your heated seats and your drive mode selector, and then your electronic parking brake with the parking brake hold button. And then in here you do have a nice little bit of storage. Overall, pretty nicely equipped in this interior. I really like the stitching with the N-line outline on the seats right there. That's really cool. Even though they're cloth, they are very comfortable seats. And the interior overall is pretty nicely furnished, especially for being a smaller SUV. I really like some of the features in here. And then you also are going to get a sunroof, which is really nice as well. Over here, if we quickly move to the rear seats, because my phone battery is about to die and I'm about to run out of storage. What a winning combo. There is decent legroom back there, and you do have a fold-down armrest with cup holders incorporated into it. But other than that, fairly sparse. You don't get any vents or anything in this center armrest area. All right, let's do a little quick driving segment on the Hyundai Kona. This is a nice zippy little SUV. I think it's, ooh, wow. Oh, opening this up, that's pretty good. That's pretty nice. It shifts very well. The 7-speed dual clutch automatic is very responsive in this thing. Ooh, the steering is very tight, very grippy and responsive. So around corners here, oh, it corners very well. Oh, this is very interesting. Wow, I don't know if I've had a tester with such stiff steering before. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if I like that stiff steering. It does definitely keep you on track. I wonder if that's like sport performance steering on this thing. It is very good around corners, very clingy, which is nice. And the responsiveness, pedal to the metal. Oh yeah, it goes. It goes. Very, very slight delay in that, but overall incredibly responsive. I see this definitely being the next kind of sedan and the next of the economy cars, because you know a lot of people are now choosing SUVs over cars in general because SUVs give you a little bit higher ride height. I'll be honest, the ride height in this is much nicer than a little sedan. My dad has a Hyundai Sonata, and I would much prefer to drive something like this. Sit more upright, and it's a little bit more of a commanding view compared to what it normally would be like. And you know, overall, this handles just like a sedan does, and it's got everything that you want, and it's got more storage. So I definitely see why people are migrating more towards these SUVs instead of sedans, because they're the best of everything. You're getting the better storage, the better ride height. That is pretty much going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. That is pretty much going to conclude this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, that would really, really help my channel out. And I am a Christian, so if you have any prayer requests, you can leave those in the comment section below. And I like to do a weekly Bible verse, so here that is. And as always, guys, no matter what vehicle you drive, I hope it lasts you a long time and it serves you well. I'll see you next time.